Hey, what's up, everybody? Day 23. Just getting back in the car. Pardon the beep. Hey. Seatbelt on so we can knock that off. There we go. Up in Greenfield, Massachusetts. Told you guys I had that rep that quit on me, so I'm up here now covering the territory. It's good to see all the customers up here. Good people up here. Really good people. You get your not so good people too. That happens, you know. But yeah, just want to say what's up to everybody. It's almost 5 o'clock in the evening. I've been out here running around all day. Did an interview today. Guy who worked in sales before. Seemed very promising, so that's good. Hopefully we'll get this territory covered quickly so I can go back to work on my reps and helping everybody out. Hello from Greenfield, Massachusetts. I'm about to depart Greenfield now, head down to Northampton for a quick spell, and then finally head home for the evening, and then back at it tomorrow up to this area again, and then Thursday I get to go out and hit Worcester out in central Mass, a little more central, so that's a lot more close to home for me. But yeah, just wanted to check in with you guys, say hello, get to go home. Lots of stuff coming up. Got Scout Day at church coming up Sunday the 4th. Of course, the Royal Rumble. I mean, what the hell? You know I'm a wrestling fan, right? The Royal Rumble is Sunday, so that's awesome. I watched the Raw 25-year anniversary last night. Let's see. If I had to give it a rating, if I had to do like a 5-star rating, it probably got like 3 or 3 1/4. A lot of hype for this show. A lot of build-up for this show. I don't understand some of the things. I'll never understand why people make business decisions they make. It's their business, not mine. But the writing for these shows is, you know, it's tough to hang on as a fan some days. 25th anniversary show. You know, I'm not expecting incredible writing with it or anything like that, but just, I mean, they did it from 2 venues. It just looked, I don't know, it was horrible the way they did it. Man, it's cool to see some of the old legends come back, you know. Hey, but Vince McMahon, he's starting to look like the fucking Crypt Keeper, you know. He really looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper. I mean, it was fucking horrible. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The guy's been in the wrestling industry since like the 60s or 70s or whatever. Been doing it forever. But it just, you know, come out and whatever, you know, had to pull an angle, let Steve Austin kick him in the fucking gut, give him the old stunner, you know, he beat his fucking kid up, whatever. But it's just, you know, some people, Mean Gene Okerlund was on there, and, you know, he looked like the fucking Crypt Keeper's grandfather. He looks fucking god-awful, and I love Mean Gene. I mean, if you grew up watching wrestling as a kid and you're around my age, you gotta fucking love Mean Gene. You know, he was always, oh, get out of here. He was the voice of WWE, with WWF back then, all that great stuff. But man, he's bloated, he looks like hell, and he really looks like he's in rough physical condition. Like, he looks like he's in pain, and that he is, you know, getting ready to knock on the door, if you know what I'm saying. Shawn Michaels looks like shit. I mean, it wasn't long ago we saw Shawn Michaels on TV, and suddenly he looks like hell. Every time I see that guy, his eyes are more crossed, more sunken in his head. I mean, I understand he's probably 50-something now, but, you know, these guys come out and they just, I don't know, I just don't get it. Maybe I'm not supposed to, I don't know. The Undertaker looked better than the last time I saw him, but he still looks like, you know, like he's an old man, because they're all old men, you know. Fucking Ric Flair, you know, that guy, he wrestled way past when he should have, and now he's still making appearances, and I know he had some health issues recently, and I'm glad to see him on the rebound and stuff, but man, some of these people just look fucking horrible. It's like, oof. And then, you know, they announce, oh, these people are coming back, and then they just shove them in these fucking skits, like 10 or 12 of them, just a 5-second on-screen appearance. It's cool, but, you know, it's cool to see them, but you get no content that way. You get a flash. You get a flash. I can fucking look this guy up on the internet right now, see what he looks like, you know. I don't know. The whole thing seemed rushed. It seemed like it was thrown together. It wasn't very well thought out. We did get a championship change last night. The Intercontinental Champion went to The Miz for the 8th time, and Roman Reigns, you know, no more Roman Reigns with the belt. I personally as a wrestling fan, hate Roman Reigns as a champion in any way. And it's not because I'm on the hate Roman Reigns bandwagon. That's not what it is. A lot of people don't like him, whatever. He's shoved down your throat, whatever. I don't like the guy carries the belt by the end of the belt over his shoulder like this, so it's hanging down behind him, and I just find that to be disrespectful. That's what it is with me as a champion. Otherwise, I think the guy's a great wrestler. He puts on a good show. He's getting better on the mic, which is 90% of being a character in wrestling anyway. We all know it's not real. We all know it's all predetermined. We all know that you're trying to put on a great performance without hurting each other. We get that. That's cool. And I still watch it. I know how it works. But geez, man, I don't know. I guess it's piss poor of me to know all this and then be like, oh, you disrespect the belt. But there's still tradition in wrestling, and or sports entertainment as they call it today. But anyhow, it was just okay for me. Like, I really was excited about it. So like, if the Royal Rumble sucks, I'm gonna have to take a fucking hiatus. You can't fuck me twice in 1 week. I can't let that happen. I can't let you fuck me twice in 1 week. You kind of fucked me on the anniversary show. You got the chance to make it up tonight on SmackDown. Hopefully you will. I don't think so, though. These are like the go-home shows for a pay-per-view. Usually, the end of the show, the three guys, Braun Strowman, Kane, Brock Lesnar. It's the same bullshit with these three idiots every time. And it's not their fault, I don't think. It's the writers, but it's the same shit, It's stale. They need bookers again, But I digress. Wanted to tell you about it, though, because that's, So, tonight I get to go home and just hang out with my family and relax. And spend some time with my 5 little comedians. They all make me laugh in different ways. They're all funny kids. They're all great, spirited people. And then maybe even get some relaxation time with my beautiful wife. Get to sit and hang out with her for a little while and chill out with the babies as we put them down one by one. And then we both sit there in an exhausted state and watch TV, in which time I usually fall asleep. And then I wake back up and I'm up for a little while. Then I go back to bed and up early. So I was up in the middle of the night last night. So I've been getting up at 6 o'clock every day, right? I tell you guys about I get up at 6 o'clock, right? It's cool. And I'm liking it. It's nice to get up. When I go to bed at night, I load the dishwasher. If there's some other stuff or whatever, I just, whatever. I put it all in the sink and I get up in the morning, I crank it out, I scrub down the kitchen, I get it clean. So everybody wakes up to a nice clean kitchen, And that's like one of the things I've been doing in the morning and everything. And, last night, 4:30 in the morning, my wife's hitting me. Honey, wake up, wake up, wake up. What's wrong with the dog? What's wrong with the dog? I'm like, huh? We got a 2-story house. We all sleep upstairs. The dog sleeps downstairs. He's a puppy still. He's like a year old, but he's still untrustable and still chews up everything he can fit in his mouth. So we put him in his crate for the night, and that's fine. I tell him, I say, let's go to bed, and he just walks right in, gets in his crate. He knows it's time to go to bed, And last night he was up hanging out with me. I was up late. I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning because I recorded Raw. Because my wife doesn't watch a lick of wrestling. And that's fine. I'm not interested in a lot of stuff she watches. That's fine. We both have our own thing. So a lot of times I'll record Raw, and then I'll kind of fast forward through it real quick and see what happened or whatever, or however. Or I'll watch it the next night after she goes to bed, or I'll watch a piece of it and then another piece, or however. But last night I was like, oh, anniversary show, I gotta watch it. I'm so excited. Pardon me. And I sat there through 3 hours and 15 minutes of disappointment, and then I looked at the clock and I'm like, now it's 2:15 in the morning, and I'm going to bed to get up at 6. Well, fuck me. So, went to bed, went over to the back door. The dog usually goes out for the last time like 10 or 11 at night, and he's cool. He just chills all night. He's fine. Went over, he walked right by me and right down the hall and got in his crate and laid down him. I was like, all right, good night, buddy. Give him a little pat on the head, close the door. 4:30 in the morning, he's get on there. And he's like standing in the corner of the cage, and he had pissed all over his cage. And the cage, luckily, is just the floor has a little bit of a sloped tiled house, so most of it had pooled to one side of the cage. But now I got a dog, his feet are all wet, he doesn't want to lay down, obviously, and he's pissed in his cage. And it's 4:30 in the morning, so I let him out. Come on, buddy, it's not his fault, And pissed all over the cage. He doesn't normally ever pee in his cage, so he must have really had to go, or I don't know, but. So, it's never happened in the middle of the night like that. It's crazy. So I let him outside, and luckily it's 4:30 in the morning. I can just let him out the door. So he'll go pee and want to come right back in because there ain't nobody around. There ain't a street light on my street. He don't want to be out there either. I let him out. He comes in, I stop him at the door, wipe his paws off, I have him lay on the rug, he stays like a good dog. I slide out the bottom part of the cage. I gotta walk it through the doorway of the laundry room into the bathroom, you know, so I don't spill piss all over the fucking floor. You know, I dump it in and I get it, and you know, at first I gotta pull back the curtain on the tub and take the mat out and everything because I gotta wash it in the tub. I get it in now. It's like, man, it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm scrubbing down dog piss out of a crate. Then I gotta go in and clean the whole floor where he walked and make sure I check around the cage, make sure he didn't like splash any around, whatever. 15-minute at least cleanup. Then I go in, he's all shamed, laying there thinking he did wrong. And I say, it's all right, man, come on, come back to bed. He went in, he was all excited, his cage is all clean, he lays down. I go back to bed. I use my phone as my alarm when I go to bed. I picked that son of a bitch up, and I said, 6:30, because I was just up for a half an hour already. I already got a half-hour production done. I'm not putting up with this shit. You know, stayed up way too late as it was only looking at about 5 hours sleep total anyway, 4.5, 5, so I took that extra half hour back, but oh well. Sorry the video is so long today. I wanted to catch you up on what's going on, as always, and yeah, so I'm going to let you guys go now. Hope you enjoyed my dog piss story. Also learned what a poop knife was. Google that motherfucker, poop knife. It's interesting that some families have those. Anyhow, that was weird. Learning that last night, but so that's my dog pissing his crate in the middle of the night and my thoughts on wrestling, and maybe tomorrow I'll give you my thoughts on SmackDown, and I will definitely be giving you a Royal Rumble update after Sunday. Hope everything's going well. I'm really hoping that we're getting toward the end of January, so sales will turn around for my whole team, and then we could all really use that. We all need that boost in our paychecks. We're all floundering a little bit, you know. I gotta buy oil again, and it just scares the hell out of me. It's like $600 every time, and somehow, some way, we keep finding the way. But $600 almost every month in oil. It's a scary winter to get through. So I already got a plan though to put like $3,500 in a savings account just for oil next winter, and that's how we're gonna start doing it. Taxes come in, that's just how we're gonna have to do it. But that'll let us ease through these months a lot better. So, but peace, much love. Much respect. Thank you for watching. And, you know, I'm on my way to being the Geeb. I hope you're on your way too. And until next time. Peace.